Okay, again, your name and your position.
I'm Court Clayton. I'm a falconer and bird abatement specialist with Airstrike Bird Control
From?
from Portland, Oregon.
Okay, and who is this bird? What's the
This
bird?
is Basil. He's a male Barbary falcon, and he's just ready to go and scare some gulls.
And again, what's the purpose of this project and how does it work?
The project is a pest bird hazing program that takes advantage of the natural fear of gulls and other birds of falcons, in particular flying falcons. So we put the falcons in the air and get them to spend a lot of time out and about on the facility, again mostly in the air, and that deters the birds from coming in and feeding on the garbage.
How exactly has this worked and when did you start this project?
We started this project last Wednesday, and it's been incredibly effective since then. We're seeing immediate results. We had nearly 2,000 gulls on the property before we started, and this morning we're in the range of 30.
So about 5 days worth of work.
5 days worth of work so far, yep.
And how long will you stay here?
We have a 2-month contract, and it starts out as a full-time program and then tapers back as needed as the gull pressure diminishes.
So the whole purpose, this bird, this falcon, scares away or makes it uncomfortable for the other birds.
Precisely.
All right, you want to let him take off?
Take his hood off here and get him ready to go, and he won't be in view for very long. And then do you need anything more from me after I let him go?
I will ask you a couple of quick questions, yeah.
Because I'll be pretty focused on him. You want to do that before I let him go?
When you let him go, you have some electronic device to keep track of him?
I do, yeah. He has a radio transmitter on his back. It's attached with a backpack harness. And do you want some audio? And it emits a signal, an electronic signal that we can detect with our receiver. And so when he gets out of view, if he gets out of view, we can track him.
Okay. So tell me what you're going to do now.
I'm going to release Basil, and pretty straightforward, really. We're just going to let him go, and he's going to circle around and climb up into the sky and create a deterrence presence for these gulls. He won't chase them. He won't directly pursue them, but he will intimidate them.
And how do you get him back?
He's trained. If you stick around, we'll show you that too. He's trained to come back to a lure, which is just a piece of leather that we've created a food association with, and he knows that means that's a dinner bell to him. So when I pull it out, he knows it's time to eat.
Okay.
And he comes running. I'm gonna get his leash off here. There we go. Alrighty. Sometimes he has to settle for a minute before he's ready.
And the purpose of the whistle?
The whistle, he's trained to a couple of different cues, retrieval cues, and a whistle is one of them. So if he's not looking at me, I can blow the whistle and it gets his attention, and he'll hopefully orient back to me.
Yeah, he's going out to this tree here, sort of north of the area, and you expect he'll come back, and what will he do?
Well, I'm going to have to let him sit in the tree for a minute until he's ready to fly. The goal is to get him to go up in the air and circle around and spend a little time circling over the facility. But it's early yet, and it's a little cloudy, and he's not quite that motivated to jump right up there. So
how are you going to motivate him?
Little I can do to motivate him. He has to find that on his own.
Okay.